someone faced an eviction December of 2019, and 3 months later, March of 2020, I moved into a penthouse right there. The penthouse was facing the Hollywood sign, and I could see the whole entire LA every single day, every single night. I'm going to tell you how to get your dream apartment in 10 easy steps using neuroscience. Hi, my name is Nikki, not Nike. Let's do it. Now, you have to follow these steps in this exact order or it's not going to work. Promise? Promise. Okay. This is the thing. Your brain does not move towards what you wish for. Never. It moves towards what you embody. And I refuse to embody being broke. Number one, you have to dress the part. You have to change your whole wardrobe. 3 months before moving to that penthouse, I changed my whole wardrobe. I started going to bed every single night in satin or silk. I started dressing really well. I started showing up like the person who lives in a penthouse. You have to change your wardrobe. Two, I toured the dream. I walked into every single penthouse in Hollywood that I could not afford. I touched the marble counterparts. I touched the walls. I touched it all. I asked questions boldly. I even asked for sparkling water every time I walk into every single penthouse. You know why? Because your brain cannot tell the difference between memory and imagination or what you're actually experiencing. So I gave it memories of wealth before I actually moved in. I became obsessed, and I mean obsessed with my vision and not the worry. Even when I got the eviction letter at the door, I never acknowledged it. I never once succumbed to my 3D. I didn't stare at it. I kept staring at my future because I knew I was moving into a penthouse. I just knew it. I felt it in my bone, and no one was going to tell me any different. Obsession builds neural highways. Worry builds prison. Or for the next 3 months, you have to cut the noise completely. No Netflix. No gossiping, no small talks with your friends. You have to cut the distraction. You know why? The minute you cut the distraction, you can think clearly. You can really focus. I knew that I was moving into a penthouse, so I treated my focus like the price of that penthouse, and that's expensive. Number 5, fix your posture. Head held high, shoulders back. Walk into every room like a person who lives in a penthouse. When you walk with confidence and you walk like you belong inside a penthouse, posture tells your nervous system whether you're a prey or a predator. And I choose to be a predator all the time. Radical repetition. The brain cannot reject repetition. So I walk it, I talk it, I speak it. I mean, I was doing like 3,000 affirmations every single day. I was building that neural pathway every single day. Hollywood penthouse, Hollywood penthouse, Hollywood penthouse. I would go on my walks, Hollywood penthouse, Hollywood penthouse, Hollywood penthouse. I would be driving in my car. At the time I had a Kia Soul. Hollywood penthouse, Hollywood penthouse, Hollywood penthouse, Hollywood. I live in a Hollywood penthouse. I live in a Hollywood penthouse. It looks crazy. So thank God I was doing it alone. I lived alone, but I just kept saying it. Your brain cannot reject repetition. You want to stack the micro wins. Every brand deal that I got, a win. Every pitch that I made to a brand, a win. Every blog post that went viral. Every video that went viral on TikTok at the time, a win. Or Instagram at the time, a win. Every YouTube video, that's a win. Because when you stack those micro wins, it compounds into momentum. And momentum will crack the door wide open. And I did that long enough. In March of that year of 2020, I signed the biggest contract of my entire life. I'm still living on that contract till. Next, you want to use your failure as fuel. Every no was a step closer. That eviction letter was a fuel. I was like, you have to get to a point where you say, you know what? F you. Watch this. Once you have that F you, watch this mentality, you will move into that penthouse. You will. Everyone who rejected me during that time, I went through like a really bad breakup during that time. I used it as a fuel. I used that pain like reps in a freaking gym. And I worked around the clock for 3 months. You want to build your environment. If you're not hearing, oh, Nikki, you've changed. You don't come around anymore. You think you're too good for us. You're not going to be in that penthouse. Never. In those 3 months before I moved into that penthouse, I was obsessed with success. I read every single book on earth about success. I listened to every podcast. I ate and breathed success. And I was ruthless, and I mean ruthless, in cutting people off. If I tell you that my dream is to move into a penthouse and you say, Nikki, how are you going to afford that? You're getting evicted. You are cut off. You are blocked. By the time you finish that sentence, by the time you were done, you were blocked. You have to change your environment to people who are also, that can dream just as big as you. And you have to read a lot of books and listen to a lot of podcasts. And last but not least, you have to believe it before you can see the evidence. The brain never asks, is this realistic? No. It just believes what you tell it. So if you repeat it long enough, I talk to my brain like we're friends. Girl, aren't you excited we're going to move into a penthouse soon? She believes whatever you believe. So if you believe you're going to move into a penthouse, your brain believes it. And then your brain will go to work for you. And it will figure out how to move into that penthouse. So listen to me. You're not broke. You're simply rehearsing brokenness. So start rehearsing wealth. Go tour that penthouse apartment that you want, or that dream apartment that you want. Okay? Go tour it like an intruder. Who cares? Confuse your nervous system until it has no choice but to catch up with you. I believe in you, and I pray you always believe in yourself. Stay fabulous.